Who I would like get with, I know who I wouldn't.
From first impressions, truth is dark, handsome, sexy. Like, what more could you want?
We just go around and everybody be truthful.
Like, you caught my eye first, for sure, so.
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black But 91. We're here to talk to you guys about Izzy, Truth, and Jazz. Who will Truth choose? And I've stated that I think Truth will choose Izzy, as he has done in episode 1. But I do think, as the season goes on and as the rules come into effect, that Jazz may have a bigger part to play in the whole situation. It's just about playing playing chess, not checkers. So if you want to see more about what I'm talking about, make sure you do me a favor. If you're new to this channel, like it, share it, then subscribe, and then click on the bell button for notification of the uploads. And for those of you who are returnees, you already know what it is. You got the minerals, baby. You got the minerals. You got the minerals. Stay hydrated because the streets out there are hot. Listen, when I was in Ghana, I couldn't sing, you know. I don't know if it was the heat or what. Anyway, listen, let's get into the video. Let's talk some more about this particular show and some of the stuff that went on between Truth, Izzy, and Jazz. Before we do, I'm going to give my little intro.
Little Black But, you know what time it is. Time it is. Time it is. Time it is.
Cool. Let's talk a little bit about Truth, Izzy, and Jazz and their connection. So what first I'm going to just point out here, it's an awesome foursome conversation, but I want to take it slightly back. Okay, so first and foremost, this whole conversation, I want to take it just around about here. Okay, now they're going to all enter as an awesome foursome. I don't know if you noticed, everybody here is melanin colored up. Okay, that's the first and important thing you can see there. Everybody's browning colored up. Okay, it's very important because the way we deal with each other is very different. All right, cool. Let's play a little bit of this clip.
Exfoliating.
I definitely have my eye on Truth. Like, he has like the nice smile. When he started walking down, like my eyes lit up a little bit. Like, I'm like, oh my God.
Now, first thing I want to point out is Jazz's kind of description of Truth. Okay, she describes it as, he's very, good looking. When she saw him, she got excited to kind of see him. It was a very nice kind of description of him. He looks cute. And this is very important because the word cute here used here is not initiating a seductive or sexual type of energy and vibe. This is I find you good looking and attractive. Find you cute. And I may want to even go further in terms of, a connection here, right? We don't really get to see the sexual side of Jazz when it comes to Truth. Now, we see a little bit of when he begins to lick her leg towards the end, but he does more for Izzy later on. Okay, now we're going to play the clip and hear a bit more, and then we're going to hear, obviously, Izzy's kind of response in regards to what she feels about Truth. And you're going to hear a complete difference in the description and the descriptive language that's used. The descriptive language is really important because it describes what you're feeling towards that person. If I say a girl looks cute, some people have a cute look, but Truth, I don't know if he has a cute look. So for her to describe him as cute, I'm like, baby, I think you're trying to come at a different angle. I think he's a really good looking guy. He's an attractive guy. One would say he's sexy. Yeah, I can, you know what I mean? Those descriptions would have been more befitting. But to say he's cute, and the way she described how she liked him, I said, it sounds like Jazz is heading towards a relationship kind of liking. I want to be with you kind of thing. And he's here for one thing and one thing only so far. Since they don't know the show is going to go to no more sex. We don't know anywhere. So let's play a little bit more of the clip.
Who is this man? Like, he looks so cute.
I know who I would like get with, I know who I wouldn't.
From first impressions, Truth is dark, handsome, sexy. Like, what more could you want?
Now, she said he's dark, he's handsome, he's sexy. I mean, I always get annoyed when they say dark and handsome. It's like, he's not dark. But anyway, it is what it is. So he calls him dark and handsome, tall, dark, handsome, sexy, right? The sexy word is really important because it, again, describes the heart position. And we know already from Izzy already that she's on crud. What I mean by that, she's on sex things. You understand? So immediately what's happening here we can hear from Izzy is this there's a strong desire for him. That's why I said cute and sexy are two different words. You say someone's cute, it doesn't necessarily automatically mean there to be a sexual vibe. You wouldn't call a kid sexy. You wouldn't call a child sexy. You would call a child cute. Do you see the difference? Calling an adult cute doesn't make it naughty, doesn't make it enticing and provide any tension between the two people. It doesn't do that. So it instantly creates an image. And so when I heard Izzy talking that way, I said, okay, Izzy's going to allude sexual energy towards Truth. And because they think they're on Pleasure Island at this point in time, he's going to be drawn to Izzy because he's going to want to get his leg over. All right? He's going to want to get his leg over.
Just go around and everybody be truthful.
Like, you caught my eye first, for sure, so.
I think the same. I think you're really fit. We haven't spoken that much. Yeah.
Now, I don't know if he actually deeps the English word here. She said, oh, he caught my eye. That's you caught my eye is... Again, round the way. It's you caught my eye. Oh, you caught my eye. It's very. It is safe. You caught my eye. It's showing interest, but it's safe. When we say someone's fit, it's equivalent. It's another word alongside of peng, your buff. Like, when you say your leng, when you say these kind of words, these are British slang words, by the way, to say somebody's really good looking. You are initiating something. And now I don't know if it got lost in translation because remember, fit in English might not necessarily be the slang term for the Americans or for him at least. So I don't know if it got lost in translation or not. I don't know. But it told us more about her mindset again, Izzy. She had another opportunity to discuss how she felt about him, and she let us know he's fit. Super attractive to her. That's what she's basically saying, right? And this is really important because that energy, even though she doesn't have to say it all the time, that energy, she's putting it out there, right? Now, I want you to hear what he's going to describe them two as, because his description of them two is going to show you where he's also at the same time, right? What he thinks of them two. Let's listen.
Damn, they're all fine. They are all fine. Jazz, she has beautiful chocolate skin. I just want a piece of, and Izzy, she's smoking hot.
Now tell me, the question isn't that he's not attracted, that is he attracted to both people? He's definitely attracted to both girls. The question is, which one is he going to choose? The description of Jazz, she is beautiful, chocolate skin, because she is, right? She's beautiful, chocolate skin. That's not get my rocks off though. But when he describes Izzy, she's smoking hot. There's a complete difference. It's not to say that both of them are not good looking. It's to say that where he's putting each person in a category and what he's providing to do. Because we see later on in the end who he ends up going to. It's not Jazz. It's not Jazz. Right? It's not Jazz who he ends up going to. It ends up being Your Majesty Izzy. Okay? Who's put out the energy that she's on crud. Let's go back a little bit. And we can have a little bit.
I just gotta get Izzy by herself, make her focus on me. Jazz is a beautiful girl, but it just gives me one of those vibes that I just want a piece of. You just know.
Did you hear what he said? He said basically that Jazz is a beautiful girl again, okay? But Izzy gives him that vibe that, basically that something's gonna pop off tonight. He's not going to get that with Jazz. The safer bet actually is to go with Izzy because she's given off sexual energy. Therefore, there is a greater opportunity that for him in his head that there's going to be some action tonight. Why waste time with Jazz when she might be stush about it because of the language that she's used and the body language she probably shows towards him doesn't show that she's on it 100%, but Izzy does. Now, hey ho, someone might say again, it might be just his preference. He might like Izzy more than he likes Jazz, and that's also true as well. But I can't tell you that because we don't know his preference. He said he doesn't have a preference, so we know straight away that with Izzy, he's definitely on it, and we've seen Izzy's behavior. She's definitely on it. So therefore, they've been mutually putting out a lot of energy that is sexual to one another. Let's have a little bit more of the conversation. I want to go slightly back and just listen to what he said again. Okay, all right.
Beautiful girl, but It just gives me one of those vibes that I just want a piece of. You just know. Like,
I want you to pause it there because what did he say? He had to say, but. He said, Izzy, Jazz is beautiful, but. Now, whenever you put a but in there, it's to say, listen, look, you heard what I said about that, but the thing is, it automatically brings a comparison. You're good, but the other girl on the other side, I gotta say, you know? So that instantly brings a comparison when he uses the but there. Again, it's not to say Jazz is not beautiful. It's not to say that he's not attracted to Jazz. It's to say, again, the comparison, because he understands that both girls are liking him, is the fact that, listen, Izzy's going to put out more.
okay, you know she's a freak. This is a beautiful place.
And his final words there was, you know Izzy is a freak. And that is a key thing. He doesn't know if Jazz is a freak. She hasn't given that energy off. Therefore, there's no point choosing her. It's not that she can't be chosen. It's not that she might never be chosen. It's the fact that Izzy is giving off the energy. Now, here's the thing. The problem for Izzy now is that she's very vocal about sex. I mean, super vocal about it. Like, the very first comments that she kind of made was about the fact that she's here for dick. She said she's here for the D. I said, sis, I need you to calm the frick down. You know, we need you to calm the frick down. You too excited, okay? All right? That was her first kind of initial comments when they asked her about what you here for. She said she's here for the D. Then she's also told us she slept with half the rugby team. Now, I don't know if this is actually true, her just bluffing to get on the show, and slept with half of and some of the cricket members of the team. This is a lady who is well versed in sex. She is dripping and oozing sexual energy. And therefore, for the brother, this is the right way to go. She's oozing freak energy. So I get it. But the question is now, when the rules come into play and people start changing their agendas and they start spending time with people, will Jazz now have play? The question is how Izzy's going to play it. If Izzy wants to maintain him, okay, because people are not going to break the rules all the way through. If she wants to maintain him, she might do something tonight she might do something to break the rules, which she already has because she kissed another girl. But she has to remain elusive. What I mean by that is you can give it up maybe once. Maybe you even have sex once. But what you're going to do is you're going to keep distance with him. So you're going to tease him. You're going to draw him in. You're going to make him like, oh, you want to get some? I'm going to almost be there, but then I'm not going to be there. Oh, I want to give in, and then you don't give in. Right? That keeps the constant tension. Now, that's going to hold him until the end of the show. Right? If you're trying to keep a man, if you want him to be your man, that's a completely different scenario. We're already in deficit, but it can be done, right? But if Jazz wants to get in there, she's gonna have to she doesn't have to put out. What she needs to do is add more sexy to her approach, right? A little bit more sexy. What I mean by that is a little bit more touch, a little bit more of a glare, a little bit more of, seduction involved. She doesn't have to put out to gain this brother. Right? She only needs to provide the allure that he can get her, and he will then fold. You see, the whole point of seduction is the illusion of you potentially getting. This is why people get conned into things. If I give you enough rope, or I give you enough room to want to chase, and I give you the illusion that I'm close enough to grab, but I'm always out of distance, that is the pinnacle of seduction right there and then. We'll have to wait and see. I haven't watched episode 2, so I have no clue what's going to happen. But make sure you like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell button for notification of the uploads. We will see you guys again soon. Much love. Yeah, baby.